The stars stretched infinitely, silent and indifferent, until the human fleet emerged from the edge of the void. The alien empire's flagship hung like a black monolith, bristling with weapons no human mind could calculate. The other species had fallen already, their perfect strategy shredded by humans' unpredictable chaos. The aliens expected the humans to surrender. They expected nothing. That was their first mistake. Captain Mara Quinn gripped the controls of the lead vessel, eyes flicking over holographic schematics, hearts of her crew beating in sync with adrenaline. They think they've seen everything, she muttered, voice tight but steady. Let's show them they haven't. The flagship loomed closer, its energy shields humming in precise resonance. Human ships darted like erratic fireflies, weaving patterns no algorithm could predict. Drones fired in disciplined volleys, but humans slipped between them, twisting, diving, improvising. Every movement seemed reckless, but it worked. Mara's crew knew that humans weren't meant to follow rules, they were meant to break them. Captain, Lieutenant Soren called, eyes wide on the tactical display. They've deployed the graviton net. If it locks, we're done. Mara grinned, a flicker of defiance in her gaze. Then we don't get locked. She tapped a sequence on the console, rigging every unused system to overload at precise intervals. The ship shuddered as bursts of energy shot outward, tearing open corridors of space where none should exist. The flagship faltered. Its shields flickered. The aliens froze, the first time in centuries that their perfect logic had failed them. Below deck, engineers and scientists worked in frenzied harmony. They tore apart scrap, alien tech, and jury-rigged systems, creating weapons that were more improvisation than design. A cannon built from spare parts that should never have worked come to life, firing concentrated plasma with pinpoint accuracy. Mara watched the display, heart-thumping, knowing it was ridiculous, impossible, beautiful. Humans didn't follow the rules, they invented new ones. The flagship's AI broadcast a voice, calm, metallic, terrifying. Surrender. Your species is weak. Resistance is illogical. Mara leaned into the calm. Weak? We're the species that survived when you thought we'd be gone. We're the species that laughed in the face of every impossible challenge. And we're about to remind you why no one can predict us. The flagship fired. Energy beams lanced through the void. Human ships twisted, spiraled, vanished behind flashes of debris. Each movement was a gamble, but humans thrived on unpredictability. Soren executed a series of maneuvers that defied every known model of physics. Mara's crew shouted, laughed, cursed, and cheered as the flagship's defenses collapsed in patterns they couldn't compute. Chaos had become strategy, recklessness had become power. From the observation deck, Mara watched the flagship's core glow. She gestured to the crew. Now, they activated the last rig, a patchwork network of feedback loops that turned the flagship's own energy against it. Light flared. The ship shuddered violently, alarms screaming. The AI's voice broke, fragmented, confused. Humans had done the impossible. The flagship collapsed inward, not in a grand explosion, but in a slow, almost poetic implosion. Its weapons discharged against itself, its shields eating their own energy. Mara exhaled, feeling the impossible settle into reality. They had won, not because they were strongest, not because they were perfect, but because they were human. Stubborn, chaotic, unpredictable, brilliant humans. Silence stretched for a heartbeat before the void itself seemed to respond. The other species, once enslaved, began to ride fights. They rallied behind the humans, recognizing something they had never understood: humanity didn't just survive. Humanity reshaped the rules of survival. Mara stepped out onto the deck, looking at her fleet. Ships battered, systems jury-rigged, crew exhausted but alive. She smiled. We were wrecked, we're human. And that was enough. The stars didn't just shine that night, they seemed to pulse with recognition, and the galaxy would remember. The humans, who were supposed to be a footnote, had become legends. The species that refused to play by the rules had rewritten the rules entirely. And somewhere, in the vastness of the galaxy, the alien empire recalculated, realizing for the first time that the one variable they could never account for was not technology, not power, not logic. It was humanity. Mara's voice echoed one last time over the comms, calm, defiant, unforgettable. We survive. We adapt. We win. We are human. And this is what it looks like when humanity fights back. The fleet moved forward, toward a galaxy that no longer underestimated them, toward battles yet unseen, toward a legacy that would outlive stars. And the humans laughed, as humans always did, because they were alive. Unstoppable and entirely, gloriously unpredictable.